Hello everyone and welcome to Behind the Desk. I am your host Sky Stone and it is exactly 5 o'clock. Oh, love some amazing timing. I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm doing pretty well myself. Just chilling here. Did have to rush to get to the studio because I kind of lost track of time, but we're here. So, for today's show, it might be a tad bit different. First of all, it's going to be shorter. I'm not going to do the full 2 hours today. I'm only going to do 1 hour. And hopefully I should have everything to fill up that hour. I've got some news that we can talk about. And I've got some... what else have I got to talk about? I have some developments in some of the projects that I have been trying to do. I don't know if it's going to work, but I have a prototype that I will show the stream, and I will show it on Instagram as well. So hopefully it should be all good. But other than that, that's all I've got really planned for the show. So it might change, I might do something else. I might just do that. Who knows? But it should be a good show nonetheless. I do quite enjoy. I don't know how many shows I'm going to be able to do over the holidays. Probably not many. So this might be the last or one of the last show I can do for this year. But we will see on that one. And then I will be coming back next year. Hopefully to some amount. What's the show going to be like next year? Who knows? But we'll have to see on that one. But yes, for the moment, I'm going to let the radio get to some lovely tunes that I picked out, and me and the stream are just going to have a little bit of a chat and see if I can get one of my projects up and running. It might work, it might not. We will see in time. But yes, for the moment, for the radio side, you have Get Lucky, Another Love, The Greatest Show, and Waving Through a Window. Some of the favourites, some new songs that I haven't played before. I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Just gonna make sure that worked. Amazing, it did. Hello, stream. I hope I need my headphones on actually. It's gonna be weird if not. Oh. Hello stream, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to quickly go to X32 edit. I'm going to quickly edit part of the way that the desk works so it will reset back to normal, but I want to hear some of the audio in the background in my headphones. So, config, sends, that's the one. Can I... How does headphones... No, it'll be this, won't it? No? How does... How... I'm so confused. Never mind. Nah. Okay, that's not gonna work. I tried to send the stream audio through my headphones. I could probably figure it out, but that's not gonna work at the moment. Oh, I know a way I can do it. Hang on. Hey, there we go. I can now hear what the stream can hear. Well, I can't. I can hear the stream chill music, which is nice. I will... Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so, hello stream. let's go over to complimentary, shall we? And then I can show or try and load what I've been working on. I am going to quickly do an extract. So, I mentioned the other day, or the other shows, I have mentioned this in the past, that I have something called Project Honk. Project Honk. And Project Honk is meant to be a way for the chat to interact with me, or to anyone here, and we just have some geese chilling. Supposedly, I might have just got Project Honk on here. Let's have a quick look. Management, work in progress. Project Honk. We do. Is it going to work? I honestly have no idea how much processing power this will need. So we're going to find out. But what we're going to do is, I'm not going to transfer that over yet. I'm going to go into my folder so I know everything that's showing. Tell you what, actually, we'll go inside of here. Let's now transition. Oh look, it's this. This is currently called Holding Idle. This is just a prototype name. I didn't really know what to call it. Now just waiting for another love. Yeah, cool. And this is Project Honk, or what should be Project Honk. If I try and load it. Run anyway. Yes. I agree. Yep. This should have been something I tested before. We'll go back to my face for the moment while I have to install some default stuff that it needs to run. Oh dear. But it's in a very much a prototype state. I don't have much interaction with it yet. I haven't built the interaction side. But supposedly, most of the baseline features for the thing to work, being like spawning and everything, is built. And they all should work and function correctly. So it shouldn't require too much work to get into a basic state. Now I don't think. So yeah. Shouldn't take too much work to get into a basic working state. Will it stay like that? Honestly, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to take off these headphones because this is really weird. It's fun, I could do it, but it's weird. Oh no. Oh. I can't tell if anything's lagging. Oh. It is a little laggy. OBS is not happy about it. But we have a goose. Why is this lagging so much? Oh dear. Oh no. I'm running at 10 on our 30 FPS. But it's goose. You can see the goose. They should. Oh, it's also it's a really blurry goose. But we have a goose. Okay. Back up to full FPS. That's really funky. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't show any of that. That's so upsetting. Right, hang on. I'm gonna try and load this up again. And you can see how slow this is. Is it because I haven't restarted the computer since I installed some prerequisites? Possibly. But we'll show it again. it's going to be a bit laggy. Why? Not entirely sure. I'm going to get up Task Manager over here. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, sorry. Damn. This PC is being hit hard. It's always sad when the PC that you go into uni to do radio on has better specs than your home gaming PC. That's upsetting. That's insane. What is using... Right, there's just so many things open that it's just crying a bit inside. Okay. Oh. And OBS is using a decent chunk of it, but... I mean... We're gonna see what happens when I run Project Honk again. And I'm probably gonna have to do a bunch of... Gonna probably have to remove a bunch of features off Unreal because Unreal is killing this PC. Nope. How are we doing? No. Considering that this isn't doing much, it's a sprite being rendered. It is hitting this 2070 at, it's pinning it at 90% and using 8% CPU. This is not balanced at all, but there you go. Oh dear. Hang on, let me just... Let's let this chill for a bit. Oh. So... It's not balanced. I'm gonna need to do some tweaks to make sure that actually runs. Oh, that was really unhappy with running. I'm gonna check at home when I with this build to see how it runs on my PC, because while my PC is slightly worse, it's got a slightly worse CPU in it. It's not that different. While it's slightly worse, it runs fine in the editor. But then again, I can't actually run Unreal in here. Actually. This has got really good specs. I might be able to run Unreal in here. The spec of this PC is equivalent to the computer lab that I do my graphics work in, which uses Unreal. This is really fun and interesting to find out. Huh, okay. Well, that was Project Honk, which is going to be a fun thing to talk about when the radio comes back that it runs. We're gonna... I'm gonna try and make it work with the holding screen. I am going to quickly go into the settings of the stream to see if it's because I've... Yeah, it's... I don't understand why it was killing this. Like, it was hitting all of the GPU. Filters. Add a filter. No, that's not what I want to do. Properties. Allow transparency. Okay, we're going to reload it. So, laggy sky for a bit. To test some stuff. Okay, so when I'm not focused on the image, well, on that, it runs flawlessly. Hang on. Okay, while I'm tabbed into OBS, it runs fine. I'm a slightly lower... No, I'm sitting about the same bit rate as I normally would. Okay, so let's go to my holding, capture a specific window, holding idle, properties, allow transparency, don't capture the cursor, okay. Do I have to tab into... Now it's really laggy, but it's not... This isn't quite... And the sign if you keep getting behind. It's not quite capturing. Okay, I haven't exported this properly because it's capturing everything as being transparent. Whoops, that shouldn't be happening. I will need to edit that, but I can run it full. I feel like just as long as I'm not tabbed in, can I put other things over the top of it? Like, can I throw out one back over the top? I can. It can just be in the background, and it'll chill. But supposedly, it should mean the holding screen will look a bit like this, where we have a little goose. And that could be really cute. And I might put it over this. Of course, at the moment, if I get really laggy for a second. Oh, that's not going to work. I can't move it. Oh, okay, so... What do we need to do here? I need to make it so I can move it without everything dying. What does Task Manager look like right now? It's still pinning the GPU. Everything else is fine. I'm sure NDI is having a great time as well. And Stream Deck. Oh no, Stream Deck seems fine. But it's not responding. Has it crashed? No, it's there. It's just very unbalanced and it's very heavy hitting. Okay, let's close that for a minute. Interesting. So we have learnt some things today. We have learnt that don't just try and make a build or something before you come into the studio, because it's not going to work. Well, it works, but there's definitely something wrong with it. It's definitely not rendering stuff properly, because it's rendering everything as transparent, which it shouldn't be doing. And it's also absolutely destroying the GPU, apparently. If I just tabbed out of OBS, do I become laggy? No. That's really interesting. More research is required, but we're about to go live back on the radio, so we're going to have a chat about this, I think, and then in the next section we'll talk a bit about some news that I found, and that's probably going to be about it for the show, to be honest with you. It's going to be a short one, but it'll be fine. I will chill out for a second and get ready to go back live. Should just have to press these two buttons. You're listening to Phantom Radio, live from Kedleston Road. Hello everyone, hope you are doing well and I hope you enjoyed those songs. I am back. Welcome back to Behind the Desk. In the break, me and the stream did some experimenting with Project Honk, my chat interaction game, quote unquote, or piece of software, built on Unreal Engine, to go over the holding screens on the stream to basically allow the chat to, if they type a message, it summons a goose with their name. We got my prototype running. It's a bit funky. I haven't done the materials quite right, so it currently had a black screen, which covered up the holding screen, which is not really what we want. But I can work on that, and it also was pinning the GPU we have here in the studio at about 99%, which I was really not expecting because it's not a very graphically intensive game. I wonder if I've accidentally enabled ray tracing on it, and it's hitting this RTX 2070 that hard because I've put ray tracing on accidentally. I'll look into it. But it works, it functions, it summons a goose with my name on the top of it to start with, because that makes sense. But hopefully for the next show, if I have some time, I will admit I might not. I have a graphics my Graphics 2 assignment hand in coming up, so I am working on that, and I'm currently using Project Honk as a break from that to do a little bit of work on that. But hopefully by the last show I will have something. If not, then I will post something on the Instagram saying, look at what I've done, here is the progress, blah 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 blah, because I can always create a mock-up of it at home and record that just to show a basic of how it would work. But we will see. So that's basically all I wanted to really talk about this section, was talking about Project Honk and talking about some of that thing. What did I talk about before the break? I don't think I touched on... I don't know what I touched on, but we'll stay for Project Honk for the remainder of this bit. So, I've got it into a basically built state. It can spawn different geese. It can get a name from a Excel file, and it can check if there has been more names added to that Excel file, where it will then summon more geese. Very simple. Took a decent amount of time, but that's because I haven't really done anything. I decided to do it in Blueprint code in Unreal Engine compared to actual physical code, because I've never done anything with sprites or anything, and a lot of the tutorials that you find for Unreal Engine I find happen to be Blueprint code. So it's a new thing that I haven't really touched on, but it's given me some experience in it, and hopefully I'll be able to create something cool out of it that I can use on the show. But for the moment, we will let the radio get back to some more songs. So we have Despacito X Shape of You from Pentatonix, Wait For Me, Immortals, and Centuries. Please enjoy. I never realise how fast I talk until I'm running out of time on a bed, and I just keep speeding up until I can't anymore, and I usually don't reach the point that I have to stop. So yeah, I just get really fast, which is fun. Oh, something that I want to talk about stream. We've had new faces drawn on the board, which is really cool. I'm gonna quickly ruin all the cameras. Oh, no I'm not. We're going to try... I'm going to quickly download something. Lovely. So, at home, while working on Project Honk, I did some work on something else. Did I not put it on here? Oh no! That's annoying. Okay. Can't show you what I was going to show you because I haven't saved it onto my OneDrive. Never mind. But at home, we use a piece of software in here that I found to control our cameras called PTX Control. I think that's what it's called. And it's to control Logitech PTX cameras, and someone on GitHub, I'm going to quickly search up who it is. Logitech PTZ Control, sorry, and it is PTZ controlled by XMRI and Cuppa Joe Man, and they created this thing, and it's really helpful because it's, personally, I think it's much better than Logitech software. But I'm going to use it quickly to figure out Which camera? And I'm going to use it to get a image off the whiteboard. Because I can do that relatively fast now. There we go. Actually, no. I think I created... I did. Oh. Oh dear. I seem to have annoyed one of the cameras. Oh no. Oh dear. I seem to have angered one of the cameras. Oh dear. I have angered it. Okay. But for the moment, can we... There we go. So, you can see the board. This is board cam. I realise I should have done it with cam 2 and 3, not 4 and 5, but anyway. So we now have a board camera that I set up the other day. And you can see on the board, only just, that we have some new faces. We have Ethan and Alfie that have been drawn. Which is quite cool, actually. Some very nice drawings. Let's come back to me. It's me. Now I have to make sure all the cameras reset properly. 1. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to show you, actually. Oh. It might be sorting itself out. I'm going to quickly jump over it to see what's going on. I have restarted the camera and now have to fix it. Flawless! The camera's back. Unbroken the camera. Oh dear, that could have been bad. Whenever I come in, this piece of software seems to have closed. Which is very rude. But I guess it's quite annoying. Tell you what, actually. I'm going to put it up there. You can't see this, I realise. Actually, you can quite just see it here. This is now the camera control area. Hopefully that's a slightly better place where it won't get deleted every second. But we'll see. But yes, at home, I created my own version of this piece of software. Or I tried to add a fourth camera. Haven't been able to test it because you need all of the cameras connected to then test if it works. But we'll see if that works. It might do. Who knows? I don't. While I'm here, actually, I'm going to quickly go into my settings of video. Video is currently active. Turn off any outputs to change the video settings. Oh, because I'm streaming, it won't let me change it. That's annoying. Fine. Never mind, I won't change. I was going to change this up to 60, but we don't need to be up to 60, just we get some blurry lines. That's fine. Right. But yes, so I created my own piece of software to add a fourth camera, supposedly. I was trying to reverse engineer it at the same time, but I didn't quite understand it. There was a lot of complex things happening there, and it used a Logitech developer SDK, I think, that they basically asked Logitech and they gave it to them. So I have no idea how it works. Magic. It works with Magic, and I don't understand Magic. So it might work. But that would be so we can have Steve. So we can have Steve up and running, and Steve being a lovely thing in here. Still don't have a cable for Steve. But at some point, we will get Steve a cable, and then Steve can go in. Do we actually have? No. Steve can go in Studio 2. The camera is currently a webcam, and it's really bad. It's not horrible, but it doesn't match the quality of the rest of the cameras, and I think that ruins it a bit. If we're going to be doing a lot of streaming, we're going to want to match quality. So I will hopefully get one through that, and it should be all good. I've got one more song, and then we're into the next talking section. I'm going to quickly see. I'm going to do some quick searching for Unreal Engine 5 100% GPU usage. Oh, I have found some stuff. Okay, so it's suggesting that you run a analyze thing, or you code an analyzing thing, so you can track why it's hitting the GPU so hard. It might be worth me, when I get home, if I have time, I will check through my project to see if it is using Okay, I think it's trying to run at an uncapped FPS, so it's just giving it all she's got, and that's not what we want for an application that runs in the background. So we will limit it at. We should probably limit it at X60. Unreal Engine 5 FPS limit. It's project settings where you write something in console. Great. I will limit the FPS and then test it again, because that will probably get it to run a bit better. Fortunately, can't do that at the moment. But I will have a look at that later on, and hopefully for the next show, it should be slightly less insane. But we're back on air in a couple seconds, so we're going to do some news. I'm going to open that up and get this ready to do some news, and we're going to go live. Hello, you are indeed listening to Phantom Radio Live from Kettleston Road. Welcome back to Behind the Desk. I hope you enjoyed those songs in the break. We're going to do a news segment. I usually do news segments, but I have been missing them really recently. So, starting off, Super Mario Maker 64 exists thanks to a new ROM hack. So, a new ROM hack of Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 implements a, well, Super Mario Maker kind of thing to it. It allows you to create your own levels with a similar-ish look to 64. Supposedly, because it's a ROM hack, this would run on a 64. Let's have a look. I'm gonna quick read this. Yeah, you can play it on an actual Nintendo 64, which is cool. It, of course, because it's a ROM hack, you'd have to use a flash card or something, so Nintendo might not like that. Windows now has an AI-powered copy and paste is the subtitle, the headline. It costs money. Of course it does. Microsoft is adding an advanced paste feature to Power Toys for Windows 11 that can convert your clipboard content on the fly with the power of AI. Interesting. But apparently it might cost some money. Also with Windows, Microsoft is bringing Windows volumetric apps to MetaQuest headsets. So, what does that let you do? Oh, HoloLens apps. Interesting. Microsoft's just announced Windows Volumetric Apps for MetaQuest, a way to extend Windows apps to a 3D space. That's very interesting. I think that could be quite a cool thing to mess around with. But that's all that I found for the news, really. I didn't find much. I did have a decent look today, so there just really wasn't much news to find. But never mind. We found some. We're going to let the radio get back into more songs, and then it's going to be the end of the show. Damn. A 1 hour show is really short. But yeah, we're going to let the radio get into some more songs. You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, Starships by Nicki Minaj, Do I Want to Know by Arctic Monkeys, and Fluorescent Adolescence, also by Arctic Monkeys. So I hope you enjoy those songs, and then it's going to be time to say goodbye after that. But for the moment, I'll let you get to the songs, and I will continue chatting with the stream about whatever comes to my head first. Maybe it'll be food, maybe it'll be more coding things. I guess you'd have to go on the stream to see. But at the moment, I will see you guys in a little bit. Please enjoy the songs. Hello, stream. What are we going to do in this break? I really don't know. Honestly, at the moment, I've been just trying to get coursework done. I've got most of my coursework is now out of the way, but I have coursework coming up. I have a bunch of stuff for my team project module coming up. I have a meeting tomorrow about it, and I've got, of course, my graphics 2 work that I do need to get done. So I have been slightly busy at the moment, which is why nothing has been edited or uploaded to Spotify. Yay. But I will try and make sure that I get this episode and the previous episode uploaded, as well as, if anyone listens to it, I will make sure I will get SLET Show uploaded as well. SLET takes less time than Behind the Desks does. It's a shorter show normally, and it requires more editing, but because I'm going to upload Behind the Desk as a video podcast now, it takes about 3 minutes for a normal audio episode to upload to Spotify, and it takes about an hour for a video episode to upload to Spotify. So it just slows down the process a little bit, and you can't do multiple at one time. It's a pain, but I'll get it done. I feel so tired. Hello. Hi, Bobs. Don't know when you sent that, but hello. How are you doing? I'm apparently tired. It's really weird. I can see you've just typed in chat. So I tried to run it, and hang on, I'll show you. I'll show you what happened when I tried to run it. Let's quickly transition to my face. Not that, that's fine. It makes me really laggy if I'm tabbed into it. If I tab out of Goose, it works. The Goose is chilling, but it is taking up like 99% of the GPU at the moment, so I need to do some balancing, and I don't have the integration for chat yet, so it just summons me. And also, if I set it to transparent, it breaks because the transparency isn't actually being calculated properly. Probably because I missed something. But there is Goose. I just can't summon any more, unfortunately. Next show, hopefully it will be working. There's no Ugoose yet. I can't summon a Ugoose. It's not something I can do. There's no integration. I just wanted to get this working first. And because it's built, I don't think I can actually edit it from now. Which is a shame, but it does work. It's just really unbalanced and not entirely functional. It almost works. It's getting there. It will work maybe by next week if I've gotten most of my coursework out of the way and give it a good shot. Yes, I can. I will do that. That doesn't look like notes. What are you trying to load? Oh, you are notes. Oh, that's weird. It is added. You are welcome. It's warm in here. Hang on. I'm going to go turn on the AC because it's really warm. I'm not entirely sure if anyone's listening. There might be. But the chat, I feel like the YouTube control panel might be a bit glitchy because it didn't show you until like about 5 minutes after you typed a message, but maybe not, who knows. From my side, no, I haven't had any interaction yet, so other than you, but you don't really count. You kind of do. I'll count you for the moment. Something I do want to quickly check is that me setting my mic to 0 makes me louder on stream, and that shouldn't do that. Does it make me louder? Maybe it doesn't make me louder. I could have sworn it did. Maybe it doesn't. You don't exist. No! How could you not exist? That's so rude. What was that noise that I made? Who knows? How could you not exist? That's incredibly rude of you. Just guilt tripping me into thinking you don't exist. I don't know why I added these songs. I'm going to change one of the songs. Because I don't want to listen to it. And I have power here. What do I want to listen to instead? Yeah. Yeah, time still works. Not a problem. Yes, I noticed on Film Talk that whenever they're on stream, they become quieter, and then whenever they're on the radio as well, they become louder again. But the sends shouldn't actually be affected by the faders because it should get sent before how can I... What's this? Where do you send? Ah! So this is the microphone. And this sends to... What? I'm so confused. So I found... Oh. I've changed what I've been listening to while revising and it seems to be helping. Is that you've changed what you've listening to me? Or you've changed what you've listening to something else? That's so interesting. So I've got a bus here that has the mics on it, and oh, is it because I'm sending mics to record? Yeah, it's because I'm sending the mic through to record as well. That's not how it used to be set up. What is mics? I see how this works now. Okay. That's why I've done it like that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Apparently, there is a different send that I found that I didn't think I knew about, but I did know about, so it's fine. Headphones extra. I could send this to headphones extra? No, I can't, because that's a matrix. Never mind. No, instead of listening to my normal music, I've been listening to classical versions of rock and metal music. I'm now listening to you because I wanted to ask about my granddad's card. Fair enough. And that's helping. The kind of music that they had on Bridgerton, I'm assuming. Or is it classical versions of rock, space and metal, or is it classical versions of rock and metal? So are both the rock and metal classical, or is it just the rock? I'm gonna have to wait for a response now. It's gonna be in a while. What have we got on here? Oh, right, yeah. EQ. Oh, I can see the EQ. That's really cool. Sorry, having so much fun. I'm just, Bridgerton was more classical version of pop songs. Fair enough. I mean, you're the one that watched it. I didn't. So, that's both metal, rock and metal. Fair enough. I mean, if it gets you to concentrate more, then I'd say go for it. That sounds great. Is this actually me? No. Oh, the EQ I'm looking at is just for everything. Never mind. It's really fun looking at this. So, hang on, let's transition for anyone that is paying attention. This is the back end of the desk we have here, or the computer end of the desk. And I'm just looking at all the channels and see what's happening. From what I remember about how this works, these four are each of the tracks we have on Playout 1. This is Quick Keys, which is currently what's playing the background music for the stream. This is Playout 1 Other, which oh, sorry, this is... I don't actually know what this is. I'm pretty sure that this... Oh, no, that's PC left, right. Let's get that back up to 0. Don't know what Playout 1 Other is. Unsure on that one. All of these channels, I'm pretty sure, do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these channels do nothing. Probably because they have nothing plugged into them. I've done 3... Nice. That's pretty good. Well done. You made a decent amount of progress since I've been in here. What are these? What is this? DCA. Factory channel 1. Okay. I've no idea what DCA is. They must do something. Matrix main. Which should be all of these matrices, supposedly. But I have extra here. Matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Supposedly. Yeah. Yeah. This is OBS, so Matrix... Maybe because you're not here, just kidding. How rude! I mean, you might be right, but how rude! I don't distract you most of the time. There's extra here. Left, right. I don't know what these are. Things about the desk that I don't understand. Part now. Ah. This is the main out. What is this? MC. Research time. M/C. Yep, I haven't got a... Your presence is the distraction. Damn, that's so rude. How could you? That's so mean. Can't believe you'd come onto my show and be mean. I'm just chilling. I need to find something to put on bus 5 and 6. Because it's boring that they're not doing anything. But I have nothing that I need them to do. What I really want is the ability to have... Oh, I've just had a really fun idea. There must be somewhere, some way, that I could get... How does Livestream work? Livestream isn't where that is. There must be a way to get the output of MusicBee. That's where MusicBee comes up. There must be a way for us to get MusicBee and output MusicBee through... If I can get it to come through the desk, that also means I can just lift this up and then I have background music for the stream that is MusicBee. But how? How does it... I don't know. We're about to go back live, so I need to stop fiddling. Don't think if I can just shift on Friday. Ah! Do you want to do one? To Phantom Radio from Kettleston Road. Hello everyone and welcome to the end of the show. It is 2 minutes to 6 here at Phantom Radio. I hope you guys all had a good show. I understand it was a bit different to normal. Not as much content, and a lot less of me talking, which might be better, who knows. But I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. We talked about a couple of things. We talked about some news, some stuff going on in the AI world, and a ROM hack created by some people for Super Mario 64. We also covered a little bit of my Project Honk, lovingly named by me, and tried to get it running here in the studio, which succeeded, but also was incredibly laggy, and I definitely haven't optimized it properly. So that's going to be something I need to do. Other than that, yes, that is going to be everything for the show today. I said at the start it was going to be a bit of a short one. I just wanted to make sure I had a show. So this was the show. I hope you all enjoyed. But for me, I'm now going to go home and probably do some more coursework. Yay! But it's been a lovely show. Thank you for everyone that listened in at home, be that either on the Union website, on the radio, or watched on YouTube. But from me here in the studio, all on my own, 1 minute to 6, I hope everyone has a good evening, and I will see you next week. Goodbye. Bye, stream.